Here's something that a couple weeks ago you might have not thought was actually going to happen that now is starting to look increasingly likely. The Bills and the
Oh, there.
Dolphins.
No. We're not going to this.
I mean,
We are look. I've been saying for over a month just about that the Bills and the Dolphins are going to play in January for the division. And what happens? I say that King Henry is going to demolish the Dolphins. And sure enough, King Henry scores the game-winning touchdown.
So
I say those bum Chiefs have no chance against the Buffalo Bills. And sure enough, those bum Chiefs have no chance against the Buffalo Bills.
Zach, the bum Chiefs won the game. That was a ridiculous penalty.
How worried are you right now?
Zero. I'm not worried at all.
You're not worried at all?
No.
I find that hard to believe.
Baltimore's an automatic loss.
No, it's not.
That is automatic. Then you play Dallas.
Yeah, the Dolphins up to this point have had the third easiest schedule in the NFL. Now they have the absolute hardest. It's going to be the Dolphins have to play significantly better than they've played over the past few months or the past few weeks if they want to win.
If I am Zach this week and the Bills beat the Cowboys, I am sweating bullets. I am so nervous about your season has been awesome this year. Tyreek has been seriously an MVP candidate at receiver. Tua has been pretty good. You guys have been so good. And if the Bills beat the Cowboys, you are fucked. I think you know it too.
No.
Because you know it.
Can we also not forget that the Dolphins hosted the Bills last week of the season?
Did you watch the Bills-Dolphins game? What about the way Miami is currently playing and the way the Bills are currently playing makes you think
this is such an overreaction? We lost to the Tennessee Titans.
No,
he's lost to a bad team before.
Here's the problem.
The Dolphins had a 14-point lead with 3 minutes and some fluke crap. They dominated Tennessee, and it was just some fluky nonsense. The Dolphins are a very good team.
Did they dominate Tennessee? Tennessee fumbled a punt and threw a 3-yard interception return for a touchdown.
They didn't even play well. It was 2013. They didn't even play a good game, and they were kicking their ass.
And you've got to worry about all of these. Yeah, did you see this Dolphins team without Tyreek Hill? And now Tyreek Hill is saying, I think my ankle's gone. There's a real danger. Yeah. He said that his first reaction after he was hurt was my ankle's gone. And then he texted my wife saying, this shit hurts. And she said, dog, you better get your ass back in the game. He got his ass back in the game. He was terrible. And now he's not practicing.
He was good when he got back.
Tyreek Hill is going to be playing.
He's fine.
Every time he came back in, he made a play.
The Dolphins will beat the Jets by a lot. They're going to kick their ass. Then they play Baltimore, right?
Yep. No, then they play Dallas. Then they play Baltimore.
See, Dallas is that huge game.
Either one. The Bills. It's the Bills Cowboys game. That's the one that matters.
If you chalk up the Dolphins losing in Baltimore as an automatic loss, which it probably is, and they finish 3-1, that's the Dolphins division.
Yes.
That's going to happen.
As long as
it's crazy to you guys to think the Bills are just going to win out.
What are the Bills? 7
I'm not saying the Bills are going to win out.
The Bills are what? 7-6. Yep. Miami's 9-4. Miami's 2 games up right now on them.
If Dallas
and the Dolphins play the Jets.
Well, the Bills can get the tiebreaker.
It would come down to the tiebreaker. If the Dolphins lose one of their next 3, and the Bills win out over the next 3, whoever wins in Miami wins the division.
I think the Dolphins win in Miami.
Maybe.
I think Buffalo gets crushed in that game. I think this is the biggest overreaction in the world because the Dolphins choked on some fluky nonsense. They were up by 14 points late. If they just hold that, which 99% of the time they do, we're sitting here Dolphins, yeah,
it's over. They beat the Jets.
Well, what have you seen this season that makes you think the Dolphins are going to go 3-1 against the Cowboys, Ravens, and Bills?
Well, that's actually what I was wondering.
I think that the Dolphins are one of the toughest teams to stop. I think they're very good on both sides.
Oh, so was it the time they lost to Kansas City, the time they got blown out by the Bills, or the time they got blown out by the Eagles? Which one of those games against a team with a decent defense made you think they can't be stopped?
But hold on. Do you mean
didn't get blown out by the Bills?
The time they played a close game with Kansas City on a neutral field? They lost in Buffalo, lost in Philly. Now they're playing host to Dallas and a host to Buffalo. Totally different stories. 100% different story.
I don't think it's a 28-point difference being at home. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's a 14-point difference being at home.
The Dolphins are a really good team, probably the toughest team to stop when all things are clicking, and they also play very good defense. I think it was very, very fluky what just happened.
Oh, no, it was.
And the whole world is overreacting.
It was.
This is a a very, very good football team who now is just being kicked to the curb for no
don't you expect in a big game against Baltimore, against Cowboys, against the Bills, whatever, who do you expect to make the mistake? Because to me, it's Miami. Miami will make the mistake to lose the game before the other three.
Miami playing at home is a different story. They've gone on the road and they've lost all season. Was this their first home loss?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was their first home loss. They were crushing this team, and this nonsense happens.
Have they played anyone good at home, though?
But they've killed everybody they've played. It doesn't matter. They've murdered pro teams week after week at home.
No, they didn't kill the Raiders at home.
What?
That was a close
didn't kill the
game.
Raiders.
Well, that was that beginning of the AP era. That was different.
That was 4 weeks ago.
You're jumping to conclusions. You're like, oh, like Miami's dead. Like this Buffalo's vision. Like pump the brakes on that. I think this is way too big of an overreaction.
There I go, playing with the stash again. I got to control myself.
I'm just saying. I hope you listen to me and placed your Bills AFC East winner plus 1600.
I think it's valuable for sure. I think your Titans pick ended up looking like a very good pick, but we're just telling this Dolphins team now that you guys are dead.
No. The Dolphins should still win the division.
When they're not, this is still my third best team in the AFC.
Yeah, the Dolphins should win the division, but if the Cowboys lose to the Bills, watch out. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a fun final 3 weeks.
If the Dolphins lose to the Jets, now they're dead. It's over.
Yeah.
But they're going to make a big time statement.